We are going to survive with only our knife. Melee challenge only, knife only. So the goal is to not shoot any bullets, not fire our weapon, not get any kills, no headshots, just good old steel stabbing. The way it's going to work is we're starting here, of course, on Doris, not the OG World of War Doris, because unfortunately knifing in that game is so janked that I don't even want to put forth the effort. You know what I mean? Because what happens is you get a horde of zombies just like this. You knife them and you get sucked in, and then you get double swiped instantly, and you end up having to do 15 takes before you even get a potential shot at it. It's just impossible and super glitchy and not very fair. So we're on Black Ops 1, granted not the OG World at War Doris, but Doris nonetheless, where the Bowie Knife was introduced. So we're here for the Bowie Knife. We have to try to knife our way there, accumulate points without firing our cold or buying any bullet weapons. It's going to be a tall task. If and when we get the Bowie Knife, we're going to use it until it is no longer a one knife kill, and that'll mark the end of the challenge, and we move on to the next melee weapon, which would be still on Black Ops 1, the Sickle, which was introduced on Ascension. So we'll hop on Ascension, try that out. It's essentially a reskin. And then after that, we're going to hop on BO2's Transit and use the OG shield. The shield, you heard me correctly. Then Galvaknuckles. And then to wrap it all up, we're going to do the time attacks on Galvaknuckles and Revelations, respectively. There are 4 for each of those maps. On Galvaknuckles, you have the Wrench, Malice, Slash and Burn, and Fury Song. And on Revelations, you have the Nunchuck, Skull Splitter, Buzz Cut, and Nightbreaker. So in total, there are a dozen melee weapons we're going to try to use. Of course, aside from the regular standard knife here, which is already causing problems. Max ammo means nothing to me. I'll give you... Ooh, nukes are actually super helpful. I'll give you a little bit of an inside scoop, though, as to how this video originally started. I was recording what I thought at first was going to be every melee weapon in Zombies history. And then as I recorded and I progressed through the maps and the weapons, the video started to just sort of fall apart because a lot of the melee weapons, as time progresses, are obtainable through Easter eggs. And a lot of them you have to unlock, like in Cold War's case. You know, so it just ended up being this weird dynamic where in the earlier games, you would just buy them off the wall and it was super easy. And then the whole dynamic would shift into just essentially doing Easter eggs, and you'd have to use bullet weapons to be able to even get to that point of unlocking them. So I decided to kind of trim it down to some of the most iconic melee weapons and only use melee weapons. Not even have to worry about using bullet guns to get stuff like the Golden Sport from Mob of the Dead or the 1-inch punch from Origins, for example. Although they're really cool and they're obviously some of the best melee weapons of all time, they also require having to survive at a base level with a bullet gun for an extended period of time. Oh my god, I just realized, what if Hellhounds come? Oh, that's going to be the end of this. I have to pray that Hellhounds come after the Bowie Knife. You know what I mean? Because I am not knifing Hellhounds to death. That's actually not possible, I think, without dying. Okay. Okay, all right. We literally need 90 points. Please. 1 kill. Okay. Wow. Now we have to actually not die with the Bowie Knife. There's the second part of the challenge, and there's already a whole fuck ton of them. Well, at least we can reliably kill them now. We do have to create some separation still and be extra cautious about it, but we actually have a means of killing them. Now, the Bowie Knife is a 1-knife kill until round 9. So on round 10 is when it becomes a 2-knife kill. So that's when the challenge ends if we can make it that far. We obviously don't need to set up as we typically would with Pack-a-Punch or anything like that. Just perks would be super helpful. I'll tell you what, right now we're going to grab Quick Revive just in case all goes to shit. We have a little bit of insurance. Jug is a must. Speed Cola would also be super helpful. We don't need Mule Kick whatsoever. And we don't need Double Tap. So really 3 perks is all we actually need. And the Hellhounds now come rolling in. We have enough for Jug, so... Thank God for that. I don't actually know if Speed Cola is going to be super helpful. I don't know how much it really helps with the speed of meleeing, but I guess there's only one way to find out. It's not like we have a ton else to spend our points on. And now we're officially, quote, safe. We're not actually safe until it's all done, but we're safe for the moment. What's interesting is, personally, I typically go for the Bowie Knife anyways, especially in this game, because it's a great way of accumulating points efficiently on early rounds. And then you'll just have it for the rest of the game to be better than your standard knife anyways. So it's kind of a win-win situation. If you can get to the Bowie Knife and buy it on an early enough round to where you get a profit before round 10, then I would say it's absolutely worth it. Now, the reason why we're not going to go past where it becomes a 2-knife is because at that point, the video kind of loses its essence and it's fun. It's just where you're just knifing a train of zombies over and over and over again, and they're not dying with 1 hit. You have to do 2 per, and then a couple of rounds later, it's 3 knives per, and it just takes an eternity. And really, as long as you don't get sucked into the horde, which is not too difficult on Black Ops 1 especially, you're really not going to realistically die unless you just get fatigued, you know what I mean? Unless the game just gets boring and you just kind of make a dumb mistake. But if you're really hyper alert, it'll just last an eternity. And although it's not the OG Bowie knife, this brings back so many memories. It is the knife of zombies. When I think of melee weapons and zombies, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna make the thumbnail. This is just the iconic. It really just brings back a lot of memories. Also, I don't know why my an insta-kill. I don't know why my joystick just kind of shits out. I guess this controller is already having problems. Every controller I attach to this godforsaken PC just has problems. It just, one thing goes, whether it was the wire last time, which literally just split in half and that was the end of it and I had to throw it away. Granted, that one lasted me like 2 years, but this one's already having a problem with the joystick. You may be wondering, why don't you just use keyboard and mouse? Because I'm a peasant! Leave me alone! Is this it? Did we complete the challenge? No? We got a couple stragglers. I'll tell you what, if there's a dog round next round, we'll stick around for it. Where are you? Now we're going to rinse and repeat what we just did on Darius here on Ascension, but obviously Ascension is different with a different dynamic. We don't have hounds, we have space monkeys, which is already bringing me into question as to whether or not I should buy Quick Revive, because I'm trying to think. By round 5, if I buy Quick Revive right now, the monkeys could be spawning in, and I don't know if I'm going to have the Sickle by round 5. And then that begs the question, can I survive a horde of monkeys? I'm just going to do it anyways and just ask questions later. Can I survive a horde of monkeys with a regular knife? I don't think I can. This is going to be really tricky. And I'm not going to use this giant thing because this can infinitely kill the zombies. That's no bueno. No fun. You know what? I got to say, though, having Quick Revive right off the bat, whereas in Darius you have to go through the map to get it, is a lifesaver. I understand that's because when they remastered the World of War version, the Quick Revive machine was already where it was, so they didn't move it. But since the ability changed and there was an actual effective solo ability, it just felt very weird having to go through the entire map to get Quick Revive. But that's not a problem here. So we have enough to open up this door over here. And then we have another door, and then another door, and then... So we have, I think, like 3 more doors minimum to get through to get to the Sickle. We're going to go turn on power. We have 3 more doors to open, which is obviously not going to give us enough points to buy it right off the bat, but we can get power on. Open this up. Just completely ignore the box, which feels like a weird change of pace. That's going to be a 1250 door, I would imagine. So same deal. We need 4250. The moment of truth. We're going to get the Sickle, which I actually have more memories on Call of the Dead with than on Ascension with, even though it was introduced on this map. I always use it on Call of the Dead for whatever reason, but it works here just as well. Now, there's also a ballistic knife in the mystery box on this map, of course, but we used that in the launchers / specials upgrade challenge. So if you want some ballistic knife action, that's where you can find it. I know it's technically a melee weapon, but it's also in the box, which requires RNG. So that's also a component there. Oh my gosh, please don't double swipe me. Yeah. This is exactly like the Bowie knife, functions the exact same as a 1 knife until round 9, just the same. It just has a different aesthetic. Ladies and gentlemen, the round you've all been waiting for. Oh god, this is not going to be good. So we're going to get a free perk, assuming we don't let them hop on our Quick Revive. We need Jug and Quick Revive only. Stamina Up would be great. That's another one I would like. I guess Speed Cola might be helpful, but... Oh, I guess Flopper could never hurt, but... it's too easy to just flop down and kill, right? So, I mean, Stamina Up would be a great free perk to get here. Everything else is not very necessary. Where are you? What? No! No! What? Little fuck! Snuck by! I didn't even see him! We didn't get our free perk. Whatever. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die for sure. Oh my god, it's so easy to fucking down, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I accidentally shot my Mustang and Sally. That's where the 4 headshots came from. Don't bully me, alright? I have no other gun, and I haven't shot a single bullet of this Colt. You can trust me. We're gonna grab Stamina Up. We're pretty close to the finish line here. The hardest part of this is definitely just surviving with the regular knife up to the point that we get the Sickle, but we are going to get into some more interesting melee weapons as the game progresses. It won't just be as boring as it's been at this particular junction. Oh my god, well, it hasn't really quite been boring. It's kind of been one giant heart attack this entire time for me. We're gonna try to get... Oh, no. See what I mean, dude? I guess we just gotta wait 30 seconds. We got a whole squad rolling in. This is our last round of 1 knife, 1 kill. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a monkey round next round. 2 knife kill. Nope. Let's move on. But first, a quick shout out from our sponsor over at Factor. Over the past few months, I've really been focusing on improving my health, which includes exercising, but more importantly, eating well, which Factor makes super easy. As a busy father of 2, I used to constantly DoorDash food to my place, which not only cost a fortune, but took forever to arrive and was frankly chipping away at my body. But with Factor, I was able to clean all of that up with their fresh, healthy, never frozen meals customized to my personal diet plan. I simply go to their website, select whichever meals I'm feeling that week, and it's shipped right to my door. No more expensive, unhealthy takeout, no more grueling trips to the grocery store with all the extra prep, just easy, delicious, healthy food. It's especially convenient for feeding my boys too. It saves the headache of preparing an entire meal while watching toddlers. And they gobble it up. They love it. Seriously. You can heat it in the oven or even quicker, 2 minutes in the microwave. I'm a creature of habit, so Factor makes my life much simpler without compromising my health or my wallet. I really could not recommend them enough to you guys. Head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use code TIM50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Again, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code TIM50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. And with that, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. That is the sound of pain and suffering. We are here on Transit, Black Ops 2. We are, of course, going for... Hang on. The Galvaknuckles, which is 6,000 points, double the price of the Bowie Knife, but worth absolutely every single penny. But that's not it. We're also going for the Zombie Shield, which, of course, also debuts here on Transit. I was actually going to divide the two. I was going to do the... Oh my god. I was going to be doing the Zombie Shield on this map and then doing Galvies on Buried, but it dawned over me very quickly that the Galvaknuckles are super easy to buy on Buried in particular because of all the chalk outline wall buys that you can just draw, which means that you can grab it for pretty much free by the time you're done with all of those. So we're going to skip that because that takes away pretty much all the challenge. Nuketown is a little too challenging because I don't know when I'm going to get Jug and any other perk for that matter, so that's a little bit unpredictable. And Die Rise is Die Rise. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Gross. So we're going to be doing the shield here. Now, as we all know, the shield evolves over the years quite a bit. It gets significantly better as time goes on. You start off in Black Ops 3 is where it really picks up with the rocket shield on Shadows, and you get the electric shield on Zetsubo. You get the Guard of Fafnir on the last 2 maps, which has a Dragon Blast. So the shield gets significantly better over time. Even Black Ops 4 has a pretty nice one. But we're going to go with the OG one because it's the most challenging and it's the OG version and we're not doing the repeats. So I figured this would be a perfect tag team. The Galvaknuckles are on 1 knife until round 14. So we're going to get a ton of points that way. And then the shield, surprisingly, you wouldn't believe it, but it is a 1 hit until round 20. So we'll start off with the Galvies until those drop off and then swap to our shield and finish the job. Hopefully we get the part for the rooftop right away. That way we don't have to loop all the way around the map to get it. Okay, we're going to have to loop all the way around the map to get it, which means we may as well grab Jug in that process too. Need a few more. We need to get Jug right before the bus leaves. Of course, we're not going to get it. Whatever, we're going to have to run all the way back. Such is life, unfortunately. Oh my god, there are already zombies up here waiting for me. Shit. Well, good. Goodbye, Ted. Fucking jerk. What a jackass, honestly. All right, that's huge. That is huge. Now we can knife a little bit more freely. And it's just a 3 knife at the moment. So, you know what? While we're here, let's grab stamina up, of course, too. All right, looks like we got 1 zombie left. Dickface is here with his electricity. Ted's finally back. I'm going to get on this bus. And then he's going to cling to it. Oh my god. Oh, I just have enough for Galvies though, which is great news. But what's not great news is right here. Now, the thing with Avogadro is, ironically, he's actually a melee exclusive boss. You can't shoot bullets at him and hurt him. You have to knife him. Galvies are actually perfect for that. Because Galvies are like a 2-hit... Oh, I didn't mean to knife you. Galvies are like a 2-hit death for this guy. Dude, fuck off. My God. And EMPs are even better. Oh, there he goes. EMPs are even better, but, you know, that's not a part of this. Galvies are going to be great for that once we get there. All right, here we are finally. We did an entire loop around the map, which I was not anticipating, but the part was where it was, so we were kind of forced into a situation where we had to. Of course, we're going to have to kill the final zombie in order to purchase it. We're just shy now. But we'll knife this fool, and then we'll grab Galvies. Where you at, ho? What you doing? All right, all right. Jump. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. All right, now let's build this shield and just have that ready as well. We got the dolly, and then there's the car door. There are only 2 parts to it, which is great. And now we don't have to worry about you. Bye-bye, douche canoe. No one loves you. He has just been an absolute disservice. He has not been helpful in any way, shape, or form. All right. Well, with that said, goodbye. No one's going to miss you. Let's start building this shield. Max ammo. Not very helpful, if you ask me. Let's turn around. There's probably a couple of them behind us. And then there's one more piece over here. You die. Man, this is so much easier than using a fucking regular-ass knife. I'll tell you that much. And there it is. We'll just have this prepped. We'll pick it. You know what? I mean, it's actually a good idea to just pick it up right away. That way we have a little bit of defense. Because obviously... Oh, well, there's that. Obviously, the shield is known for its defense. It's got your back for you. But we're going to be using it on the offense. We're going to be attacking actively with it. Which is, you know, great. And I don't think many people would anticipate it's a one-hit for a zombie until round 20. But it is. And you can constantly replenish it. And it's right there. Especially if you're camping out at Diner. Which is one of the better places to hang out on transit. You know, you don't need to constantly rebuy it with an increasing price. Black Ops 4. And I never know if speed coal is helpful, but we got nothing else to spend our points on, so why not? So this is our perk setup. What's interesting is on all of these Victus maps where you have Galvaknuckles as an option, you also have the Bowie Knife as an option. So you're paying double the price for this, but you're getting about 50% more out of it than you would with just the Bowie Knife. You're getting like 5 extra rounds out of it. So my question is, on a map with both of them as options, why in any scenario would you go for the Bowie Knife? Unless you're in a pinch and you just so happen to be near it and be able to afford it and you need to buy it to survive in that particular moment. But otherwise, for long-term survival, it just seems like kind of a no-brainer. It seems super redundant to include both of them. Galvies are definitely the superior option. And again, like the Bowie Knife, it's something I just grab in pretty much every game I can when I, you know, remember to. So, and as you can see, it's a 2-knife now. So we're going to switch to our trusty shield. Now, the interesting dynamic here with the shield is you can kill them in a herd as a mass collective whole. But the shield does, as a trade-off, die a little bit quicker. So you just have to kind of weigh the pros and cons there. Also, I think you will get more kills if they're on fire, if there are napalms. But that also means your shit's going to explode even quicker as well. So there's a trade-off with how you do it with the shield. Ultimately, you're going to be rebuying it a lot no matter what. But if we get some napalm kills here, they're going to blow up in a chain reaction and kill each other. So if you just give it one solid hit, they're basically all fucking dead. And with insta-kills, you know what's even better? We could just whip this back out. There it goes. Bam! We just got like a half dozen of them. We'll loop around safely. Keyword safely. Turbine, distract them for me, please. Love you. Oh, look at that. All right, we're going to do a myth-busting episode right here. I got a fresh shield. And we're going to see how many hits it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Get a horde. Non-napalms. Non-flamers. Just get them all round. Ow. All round up. All right, that's one. Get another collection here. That's 2. All right, so roughly 2. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is the end. This is the end. No! What? Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was way too risky. I gotta wait for the whole horde before I do some type of shit like that. That was way too close. It's round 20 officially. Let's see. All right. Yep. It's a 2-hit. Let's see if this is a 3. Nope, it's still a 2 as well. So they're both a 2 hit right now. So that kind of marks the end of the challenge here. And there goes my shield. We made it. All right, we're on Black Ops 3. We're going to do the time trials now. But before I get into the game, I want to quickly explain my Gobblegum setup. It's very particular, and it's all melee. So we have In Plain Sight just for, you know, protection reasons. Wink. We have Killjoy, which is 2 insta-kill power-ups. That's going to help us. If not that, then we have Swordflay, which will help us get through the first couple of rounds, since it's increases your knife damage by, I think, like 4 times. And then we have Perkaholic. Now, the Perkaholic is just a nice bonus to have in general, but, you know, aside from needing it to, like, actually progress through the game and not have to spend a bunch of time opening up the map and doing a bunch of shit, it's also going to give us that Widow's Wine knife, which is good until round 4, which is really just to carry us until our first melee weapon, to get us through the first couple of rounds, to ease us into the actual challenge itself, to get the wrench right off the bat in Gronkrovia, and then we have Pop Shocks as a little bonus. So these Gobblegum here are predominantly to get us through the first 5 rounds, to ease us into the challenge, and then it begins on round 5. You have to have the first 5 rounds completed within 5 minutes, the first 10 rounds within 12 minutes, the first 15 rounds within 24 minutes, and then you have to have all 20 rounds done within 32 minutes. So the first 10 rounds are by far the hardest to meet the time criteria, but after that it gets a little bit easier. And with that all explained, hopefully we're on the same page. We start off with the wrench, then we ease our way into the malice, then the slash and burn, and then finally the Fury's song. So let's see what our first Gobblegum is. This is an absolute speed run at its core definition. We're not doing an Easter egg or anything crazy like that. We're actually going to skip on a Pop Shocks because it's a 1 knife on round 1 anyways. As long as we get one of those other helpful ones next round, other than In Plain Sight, then that would be super great for the time's sake. I think it's a really cool addition to the game to just have an extra feature like this, to utilize some really cool multiplayer melee weapons within the game. And there's a timer in the top corner to help you keep track of it very well. Of course, to get the one thing I don't freaking need right now. You know, I'll just take it, I guess, for the sake of it. Oh, God. All right, well, it's a 2 knife. Wait, it could be worse, right? Gobblegum number 3 is Perkaholic. That's really good because we get that Widow's Wine knife, which is going to be good up until, well, this round and the next, I think. So we just knife you. We're just running and gunning, or running and knifing, rather. And right now we're at 2 minutes. So we're making some pretty good time at the moment. We just have to have the first 5 rounds done before the 5-minute mark. And then, honestly, that's the hardest part. That's really it. And to make things a little bit better, Swordplay, why not? Let's see what the official ability description is. Last 2.5 minutes, 5 times the damage. Okay, so that's actually really good on top of what we already have. So it's a no question 2 knife, 1 knife I meant, for the next 2 rounds. And then we will rush over to the dragon, whatever it's called, the central area where the dragon shield is, and that is where we can claim our wrench. Now the shield is going to be a nice bonus. We'll grab the parts. It is technically a melee weapon. I'm not going to be using the absolute heck out of it. Let's see what our time is. All right, we got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Where are the zombies? Oh, here's 1, here's 2. There we go. Perfect. All right, that was actually super close, closer than I'd like to admit. So we'll grab this. And we'll go turn on power, I suppose. We are going to go for the shield. We're not going to spam it by any means. It's just an extra thing to have, and it is a melee weapon. But other than that, there's nothing else we go for. We don't go for Pack-a-Punch. We already have our perks, so that's convenient for sure. And we're not going to need many more Gobblegum. I mean, since we can spin it, we'll just spin it real quick for our Killjoy. But, you know what? This is a 1 bop anyways, so to be completely honest, it's not even necessary at this point. In Plain Sight's actually going to be way better. Now this will be our security. We're going to camp in a corner. This one's probably really good. We need to siphon in spawns for the sake of time. We need them to come at us very rapidly, although the dragon fire is going to make things a little bit complicated, but that's about on every section of the map, isn't it? So we're going to sit up here, siphon them in. I got an In Plain Sight and this bridge here as a backup. And we're not going to be able to stay here for the full 20 rounds, I suspect. But most of that, I would guess. Okay, we got Valkyrie drones right now, though. I forgot it wasn't at the 10-minute mark. It was at the 12-minute mark. So we actually have to complete these next 2 rounds in essentially 2.5 minutes here. I don't know how well... You know what? For these Valkyrie drones, I'm pretty sure it's like a 3 hit with the wrench. 1, 2... Not going to find out. Way too many. That's going to be mostly good for manglers, I would imagine. Also, I wonder how many of these are exclusive to zombies, this and the Revelations ones. I know a lot of these are in multiplayer, if not all of them. And, you know, it doesn't have to be exclusive or original to zombies. I think it's just cool that they added them in period. I definitely remember using this and a couple of these other ones in the multiplayer. All right, cool. We finished that one. Set ourselves on fire real quick. And let's go back into the operations bunker. I think the first one was like 100 points, right? This one's 200. Okay. And I think you can only, I don't know if you can carry more than, you could probably carry more than one at a time, but I mean, that didn't really make a whole lot of sense, to be completely honest. Although, yeah, well, I mean, we're going to be one knifing anyways, so it's not like we need to stack them. This one feels a little slower, you know, because you're really, really stabbing them. You're not just bopping them like you would with a wrench. You got to really dig in with this one, so I feel like it's taking a little bit more time, but it's not a large margin by any means. So we got, after this round, 3 more to complete. And we have until the 24-minute mark to do that. So we have about 10 minutes to get 3 more rounds in. So that's pretty doable. It's just a matter of, you know, staying alive, really, at this point. Camping is quicker, but it can be riskier. All right, cool. So we're getting really crowded in that area. Getting a little bit claustrophobic. I'm wondering if I should scatter, but where am I going to go? You know, where would I train? Anyways, we got the slash and burn Nikolai's X. Oh, I love that little spinny spin action. You know what? We'll keep camping for just a minute, and if it starts to get way too overwhelming, then we'll make our move. Oh, boy, this is going to be a long lunge. Yep, that makes sense. Can't say that I didn't see that coming. All right, we're going to go across the bridge here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to camp anymore. I think this is kind of like our... We need to find an area, maybe spawn, I don't know, somewhere where we can, like, camp, but also move around a little bit. I know this sucks because the dragon's going to breathe fire, but it's probably our best option to just chill right here. We have... Oh, it's Valkyrie drone round. We have until the 32-minute mark, so we have about 12 minutes to get through the next 4 rounds. We're going to see how good this axe is on these fuck boys. 2, 3, get back here. 3. All right. Kill this jerk. Oh, yeah. All right. Dude, we got 10. What was that? 10,000 XP? I couldn't actually see the number. We got basically all 4 of them within the time limit of essentially having to get 3 of them, which is pretty fucking cool. We got 0 headshots. Look at that. 571 kills. We got an ass ton of points. I would say this is worth it if you're just playing casually. Obviously, if you're doing an Easter egg or playing like a hardcore... you know, and there it goes. Is it a two hit now officially? It is. If you're going for something serious, I wouldn't go for the time trials, but if you're just digging around, this is actually really fun. Okay, I'm a dum-dum. I did complete the time trials. I did unlock the Fury's Song sword, but I didn't actually grab it and use it in this footage. So here's a little bit of gameplay just so you can get an idea of it. Thank you for understanding. All right, boys, we're on Rev now. We have 4 new melee weapons to tackle, those being the nunchucks. Why did I just buy Quick Revive? That was an actual waste of points. I'm going to be getting a Perkaholic anyways. The Nunchucks, the Skull Splitter, the Buzz Cut, and the Night Breaker. So, it's a little bit of a different dynamic, of course, with a different map, but it's largely the same. And I did actually learn the hard way, it's not attempt number 1, that the time difference is different. You need to complete round 10 within 12 minutes, I think, and then... You need to complete the first 15 rounds in like 19 minutes instead of 24. So it changes from Garage Krovi to Rev. It's total crap. It's total fucking bullshit, but it is what it is. Oh my god. It's a Parasite round. We're at a 3.5 minute mark, so we need to have this done within a minute and a half. That's doable, but these guys are elusive. They're so difficult to track down, and there's like 1,000 of these little space birds. Oh, so far though, I'm flawless. Oh my gosh. No way. Oh, I missed one. All right, we got the first one. Those will be the nunchucks. We'll make our way over to Shangri-La in the beautiful little temple where our nunchucks await us. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at me. The anti-gravity makes this way easier to just cherry pick them, you know, one by one because they're slower. So this is actually a good camping area. Now, if we need to start training, we'll probably just go back to spawn to do that. But as far as camping goes, this seems to be doing the trick at the moment. All right, perfect. That's nice. We're going to go grab that. And then we're going to go grab the other Dragon Shield parts right now, just in case. I'm pretty sure the Margwa is going to be spawning in this round or the next. For now, we'll grab this. Oh, yeah. Oh, we kept our nunchucks, too, this time. Interesting. Ah, this thing's pretty fucking sweet. Spiked club. It's a little bit faster than the nunchucks, it feels like. Maybe not, but that's how it feels. Let's do our little inspect. Oh, yeah. All right, so we have to get to round 15 by the end of the 19-minute mark. So it's a pretty tight one, to be honest. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, my God. No, I needed pop shocks. This is disastrous. Oh, fuck. Dude, this is not good, man. Shit, what do I do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I'm not going to start this ritual. I need to sneak by this Margot right here. I need to sneak by! Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go around, you guys. Now, how do I get through? Can I open up this door? Is this a door I can open? No! Alright, we need to go build this shield as soon as possible. We don't have pop shocks at the moment, which makes this a little challenging, because that's what I was hoping for. But it's quite alright. We just need to build this thing as soon as possible. And it's ethical, okay? It's a melee weapon. Alright, don't give me shit. Oh, look at that. We got a challenge done, too. Alright. Nice. Nice. That's what I like to call progress. I don't have any... Oh, well, I got my other shots back. That's pretty much the only realistic way, other than pop shocks, which I didn't get, like I said, to kill one of these boss zombies. Otherwise, it's just not possible. Like, you're not going to go up with one of these things and club it to death. Those things insta ground pound you dead. Those things do not fuck around. Boss zombies do not fuck around for this melee challenge. Get the fuck over here. Alright, we got it. Oh my god. I don't even know what the next time limit is, dude, but we're gonna go grab the next melee weapon. We barely got that. We were 15 seconds away from having that slip away. What's next on the agenda? The buzz cut. Let's do a little bit. Yeah, like, oh yeah. Why don't you take a seat right over here? Take a seat right over here. Oh, this is nice. I love the sound effect more than anything. I gotta say, so far out of all the time attack weapons, I think this one is my favorite. Oh my god. All right, this is my only hope, boys. One, and then give it another one right there, and that didn't get the trick done. Oh my god. 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 All right, I think we're gonna need to move on here and try to spin the gobble gum machine, but we need to create some space first. Pop shocks, pop shocks, pop shocks. Yes. Yes. Man, this is gonna be risky as fuck. It's gonna be risky as fuck, but we're doing it for the vine. No! Oh, we did it? We did it! Oh my god. Dude, he whacked me right upside the head. I thought I was done. I thought I was a goner. All right, we did it. So the last one is a 32-minute mark. That's so weird how they shift the time limit from 24 minutes on the round 15 to 19. They reduce it by 5 minutes. Is that because Revelations is easier? I don't know what the deal is there, but that is it, ladies and gentlemen. What is this, though? The Nightbreaker. Oh, it's like a little lobster claw. Yo, I swear this is what they used for that BO3 infected mode they had a long time ago. I don't know if they still have it. Too bad nobody's playing multiplayer nowadays anyways in this game. But yeah, we're going to do the last round here using Mr. Lobster Claw here. This thing's really cool, actually. It's a stabbing mechanism, and can we do a slice and a stab? Yep, a slice and a stab is confirmed. All right, cool. Yeah. Woo, twirly, whirly, woodly, woodly. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That was the melee only challenge. We didn't do every single melee weapon in Zombies history. There are lots of great ones over the years, and they evolved over time, of course. You have so many different kinds of shields. You have the golden spork, the 1-inch punch, the steak knife, which I wanted to do from Dead of the Night, but it's just not realistic to only knife to get up to that point of getting it, since, like I said in the beginning, a lot of them involve Easter eggs, and in Cold War's case, you have to have it, you know, unlocked pretty much from like outside of the game, so it's a little tougher that way. Can I fucking get this nuke, please? Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed, though. This was fun. It was very stressful at times, but the time attacks are really cool.